Hey there, Orchard family. My name is Ryan Stewart. I'm the middle school director here at the Orchard. And I'm so excited to be able to tell you about Declutter for a Cause, our newest effort to love the least of these from our current circumstances at home. With so many shelters, retail locations, and food service locations temporarily closing, the homeless population in our city has lost many of the means to take care of themselves. You can help alleviate some of this hardship from some of the most negatively impacted people in the city by doing a bit of spring cleaning. All you have to do is clear out your closets of any clothing that you no longer wear and send them to the Warrior Center at this address below. That's it. By doing something as simple as getting the family together and doing a bit of decluttering, you can make sure that a critical need of some very vulnerable people gets met. And with all of that being said, here's Buck Ray, the pastor of Church Without Walls, to tell you a little more about what sort of impact the Warrior Center is making in our community. Hey Buck, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Buck, we're going to cut right to the chase. Tell us a little bit about what the Warrior Center is. What do they do?
It's a place that young men can go that either have been incarcerated, and in lieu of going to prison or jail, the judge can say, if you will complete a program at the Warrior Center, a 12-month program, if you can complete that, then what we will do from there, we will go on probation, but it gives them an opportunity not to be incarcerated. The other group of people that are at the Warrior Center are people that's had alcohol and drug abuse and everything that said, hey, I finally think that I've reached rock bottom. And I know one thing about rock bottom. When you think you're there, God's awesome arms and hands are underneath that, and He can lift you up from wherever you are. And this is where some of these men are. They've been lifted up and they think, I need the help. Most of the men at the Warrior Centers have reached that point and said, it's finally time for me to get my life turned around because I'm tired of being who I was.
I know that many of these men and women, they're down and out, homeless, don't necessarily have a place to lay their head. What does something as simple as a fresh set of clothes do in the life of a homeless person? How big of a deal is a fresh set of clothes for someone who's out on the streets?
Had one man named Brandon, and Brandon told me, he said, we give him a new pair of tennis shoes. He broke down and he started crying because what he had been accustomed to is just getting what other people had worn. And so that's how important clean clothes are. That's how important shoes are, and socks and underwear and things like that. We think that they just get dirty because they want to. That's not the case at all. They have no access to having clothes clean because they're out there on the streets.
Well, Buck, do you have anything else that you would like to say about Declutter for a Cause?
Just understand that these people, and I call them my people, my folks out there, when they were 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, they had the same dreams and the same aspirations that you had and a lot of people that come to the Orchard had. And then all of a sudden, they get wrapped up and life happens. And not one of them will tell you that their dreams and aspirations to find themselves sleeping out on the streets. Like I try to tell them, I said, God's got a purpose for you and He's got a plan for you. Just like Jeremiah 29:11 says, and you can start that purpose and you can start that plan and you can start it today. We're not concerned with what happened yesterday. We're concerned with where you can go from today forward. And that's what we try to encourage them to do, is just let them know that there's a better life ahead. But they've got to make some decisions that are the proper decisions to make to help them get back off the streets again.
Wonderful. Well, Buck Ray, thank you so much for your time.
Well, I can't thank the Orchard enough for the support they've given us over the last couple of years, and because without them, there's a lot of things that we weren't doing that we can do now, and I just want to thank the Orchard.
All right. Take care, Buck. Have a good one.
See you later.
Check out our social media pages for a link to an Amazon wish list, where you can choose to buy things like underwear, socks, clothes, and select toiletries and send them straight to the Warrior Center yourselves. Thank you so much, Orchard family.